Hi, Jeannie here, and today I'm going to show you how to create an opt-in page with Divi. Now here's an example of what an opt-in page is, and an opt-in page is simply a page that your visitor lands on and they put in their name and their email address and get on your list. And then after that you can follow up and give them more information. So normally it starts with an email. So here's an example of one that I recently opted in for, and there's a link, and so you'll have a little bit of information in the email about what people will benefit from when they get this free gift. So in this case they have a call to action link right here in the middle and then one at the end, and I always like to get inspiration from opt-ins that I actually opted in for. So this one has a nice big headline at the top. It's got a subheadline. It's got a nice image. The first name, the last name, that's all above the fold. So if you're talking about a newspaper, the headline and the main image of the story of the day is on the first page at the very top. So here you have the call to action, that's also above the fold, and then if you scroll down, what you see on this one, you could share this page to social media, you could email it to yourself. This looks like it's probably a plugin, and you've got some text, another call to action, and this one is linked also to a telesummit. So you have some information and a bio about who runs that. And in this case there are sponsors, and so the sponsor logos are there, and then you have privacy terms, affiliates, contacts, so you have the links in the footer. Now I already have a Divi website, and so I have what's called a page builder, and there's the Divi builder and there's also the visual builder, and so there's two different ways with Divi that you can build on your website. So let's go to my website. This is the opt-in that I have on my homepage. Sometimes it's called a landing page because it's the page that you land on when you first visit the website. It's also called a front page sometimes. So sometimes the jargon can get a little confusing. You have a lot of different names for basically the same thing, which is a way to grow your list. So I have my headline at the top, I have a subheadline, I have an image, I have the name and email form fields. So this is generated from my email marketing system, which is BirdSend. However, you could use any other kind of email marketing system. Maybe you have MailChimp, ConvertKit, Aweber. There's a lot of good other ones out there. So to do this quickly, what I'm going to do is go to the dashboard of WordPress. So you'll need to be logged in as an admin to do this. And I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to pages. So in WordPress you have different pages. I'm going to go to all pages. And let's find my front page. So I have a lot of pages on this site. I actually have 104 at this point. Some are used, some aren't. And so some are on the menu and some aren't. So let's go to my front page. Some of these are generated from my checkout plugin, which is WooCommerce. So the checkout page, the cart page, that's all WooCommerce. Okay, so to find my front page easily, I'm just going to type in the title of the page. So get your membership site ready fast e-course, and I'm going to search for it rather than toggle through all 108 pages. I'm just going to search, and here it is. I have, it looks like, two versions. Okay, so this is the first iteration that is kind of plain, so I'm going to go to this one and I'm going to view it. Okay, so I'm viewing it, and it's actually not my front page, but it's another iteration of an opt-in page that I have made. And so I'm going to go ahead and clone this. So let's go back. I'm just going to hit the back button in my browser. So the front page is right here. I could clone this and delete a lot of things that I don't need, or I could just clone this one. So I'm just going to go to clone page. Okay, so I've cloned the page, and now I'm going to rename it the freebie title. So 6 essential tech tips for real estate investors. We'll edit the URL, so I'm just going to copy all of this. A space turns into a dash. Okay, so you can see that the URL is updated, and now I can go ahead and start customizing this. So you can build from the front end with the Divi builder, or you can build from the back end with the Divi builder, or the front end with the visual builder. So let's go and view this page. Let me save it first. Let's go to update. Okay, so we're viewing this page, and from here you can go ahead and start customizing. So I'm just going to go to enable the visual builder. And I like to use the visual builder when I'm just editing text, and I'm not exactly sure where in the Divi builder I'm editing. So here you just find where you need to go. You can, in this case, there are columns. So I'm going to expand down the column. You can have a link. You can label these, so you can say what this column is. And in the design, you can stylize it. So let's close out of that. Sometimes I just put my cursor in, and I like to edit this way. So I'm just going to pause for a second and put my text in. Okay, so I just put my cursor in, and I'm going to delete out all the other text, and I maybe will make this a larger font or a different font and a different headline. But right now I'm just putting in the text, and then right here I think what I can do is edit this, or just create this whole section in my email marketing system and put in the code. So I'll go ahead and do that in another video. And here, let me reference my example. So maybe I want this big and bold. Let me go back, and maybe let's click in here, and let's see. Sometimes it takes a little bit of moving things around. So I'm going to go into the left column. So let's look at the background. I don't really have a background in here. I'm just going to call this left. Save that. And maybe this is the right one. Let's go to the gear. This one has an image, so I could replace the image right there. So if we go back to this page, I'm going to come up with an image right here, and maybe I'll make this in Canva so I can have some text on the image too. But for now, I'm going to just delete what's here, and I'm going to add a placeholder. So let's upload an image. Maybe it'll look good. Maybe I'll need to modify it. So I have some images on my computer. I'm just going to choose this one. We'll upload it. And with Divi, because it's a page builder theme, it can run slowly if you're using large images that aren't cropped and compressed. So you may want to go back after you've chosen the images that you like and make sure that they're optimized so it won't slow down the site when it loads. So I'm just going to say triangular house for the alt text. And when it's done uploading, then I'll go ahead and click upload an image. Let's go to upload an image. There it is. And maybe I'll just say image of a house, or actually I'll just say house. House image. So it's a little bit big. I might want to make it smaller. But you can also edit the link. I do like to have the link to the privacy policy in there, or terms. So discovery session, I think I'll leave this just as it is. And I've got just in Divi my regular footer here. So I can keep working on this. And so with Divi, it takes a little bit of time and patience to figure out how you want to order these things, and sometimes it takes a little bit of clicking around until you find what you are looking for. But you're able to edit everything in this template. So maybe I want the background white, I could change that. Maybe I want the text black. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss the next video. And let me know in the comments if there are any other topics you'd like to see in a tech demo. Have a great day.